welcome to the Mighty Duck Podcast. Today, you have me, Scott Sedgwick, joined by...
Me, Kevin Tarn.
Me, Lucy Yearwood.
And me, Johan. Yay! Duck out.
Oh, great. Great start. So, we are now officially podcasters. I'm pretty sure that's the terminology, so we'll go with that.
You're in tune to Owl of Lives. www.owloflives.net.
Can't handle the truth.
Hello and welcome to the 50th episode of Out of Lives! I am Scott Sedman and today I'm joined by Kevin Tarn.
R.I.P. Ross.
Rip Ross, indeed. Dave Wyatt.
What's that?
I just imagine you with baggy jeans and like your arms crossed with some shades on saying that.
The thing is, I actually did I just sort of like pushed my thumb across my nose and went, "What's up?" as if you could see that.
And the free bed herself, Sophia Harris.
Hello.
Not Harrison.
No, not Harrison or Harriet or Harris. It's Harris. Yes.
There you go.
Good times.
50 episodes, guys.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a good time to be alive.
I'm halfway
really
to
is.
50. How sad is that? Good times.
I'll be joining you in 3 years.
What?
Never mind. So highlights of the week, everybody. Jeez, I haven't been on a while. I'm rusty. I'm old. I'm decrepit. But yeah, we'll start with you, Kevin. Considering I think 3 of us have the same highlight of the week.
Yeah, so my highlight of the week was Game of Thrones Season 5. I've gone back to watch it because of the teaser trailer for Season 6 that aired this week, but we'll talk about that later. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's good catching up with the story and seeing what's going on again.
Yeah, I want to get back and rewatch it, to be honest.
I mean, I think you both need to get back and rewatch it, really.
Well, there is that.
Ideally.
We've got plenty of time. It's only 10 episodes at the end of the day.
I suppose.
How long did it take
I don't
you,
know.
Kev?
Season 5.
I'm not finished it yet. I'm like 3 episodes in.
See, I don't know why people didn't like Season 5. I like Season 5.
No, it's got some
It's-
really
it's-
good. It's got some
right.
really good points in it.
Season 5, it's not that I didn't like it, I did enjoy it. It's just something, like, you know what I mean? Something wasn't, like...
It wasn't as good as Season 4. The end of
yeah.
Season 4 was amazing. The final, 4 or 5 episodes of Season 4 were the best in the whole series.
That's very true.
So I think had to live up to that. And when something's at 98% and then you get an episode that's like 88%, it's like, oh. But even though it's still an excellent episode, you just look down on it a bit more.
Yeah. That might be it. Something didn't click with me. But to be fair, I haven't really gone back and watched Season 5 since I watched it when it was airing. So maybe if I go back and watch it in one run, I might enjoy
that
it.
might be it. Because watching it weekly, if you feel that not much is happening over the space of 10
Especially the earlier
weeks,
of the seasons. Yeah.
you're gonna But then I
Episodes.
didn't personally feel that. But there we go.
I mean, it's like Walking Dead Season 2. If you watch that week by week,
Oh,
it was
God.
just
The
a
worst.
slug.
Painful.
But you go back and watch that while streaming, and you watch that, like, that's really good stuff if you watch it all as one. And speaking of Walking Dead, I think that's our highlight. of the week,
Yes!
guys. Sophia, we'll start with you.
Oh, I'm so excited. I know, like, it was the last podcast, I think, where I talked shit about Walking Dead. Because
we had a bit of a discussion on it, didn't we?
Yeah, I have had a love-hate relationship because zombies are basically my life. So when The Walking Dead started, super stoked about it. Such a great series, and then it just went downhill. But now it redeemed itself. From like the first minutes, I could hear like Bob Marley singing in the back of my head, all redemption songs, and I was like, yes, you did it. And Greg Nicotero directed it, did a great job. Great makeup, great effects, great pacing. 10 out of 10.
Awesome.
They've really
Dave?
like the zombies in this episode. Because I've always liked Walking Dead zombies. They're quite imaginative, but the zombies
Yeah.
in this episode were really
Like,
good. There was
the
one.
makeup on them are like second to none. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably some of the best zombie makeup I've ever seen.
It's really good. The one where
On this one?
the guy's walking, and his sort of entrails are hanging out. I thought that was just. It's just
I
little.
thought it
things
was
like
okay.
that.
I thought it was okay. To be honest, I think they've done better in terms of guts and stuff because I feel it was a bit too plasticky. But that's just because I care about that stuff way too much. But yeah, they've done a lot of good
Well, I mean,
stuff,
there's
but
a certain thing in this episode which we're not going to spoil,
No.
But that looked incredible,
Yeah.
especially for
Yeah.
on TV.
I have seen how they've done that as well, which was really cool.
I haven't watched that
Yeah,
yet.
same.
I
I'll
really
link
should watch
you.
that.
Talking
I've
Dead.
not seen this episode, but the thing I really liked about it was the rocket launcher. I thought that was a good addition to the episode.
Not just one, Kev. Not just one.
Not one.
Two. There's two.
No, it's the same rocket launcher.
It's not. It's a
Makes
different
two
one.
appearances.
It's different. I swear it's different.
same
It's not
one.
the same thing. It's not the same one.
Right. Where
Who
are you gonna
cares?
get two
It's rocket
launchers?
launchers.
We're men talking about explosions.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Welcome to Outliers 50, the
America.
Men Explosion podcast.
Yes.
But the point I was making was, Walking Dead, we're on the 6th season, and the zombies are still like different and interesting. I mean, how that's what
How many ways can you make a zombie look
exactly.
like a zombie?
And
Oh,
yet
there
I
are
still
lots
see
of
some
ways.
every now and then and go, "That's a cool zombie." I
Have
like
you ever had
that
one where
zombie.
like its jaws hanging off at the bottom? I think that'd be
Yeah.
a pretty cool zombie.
I still think Blur Zombies is one of my favourites. The one from season 2 where they pull it out the well.
Yeah,
that
was a
Oh
really
yeah,
good one.
yeah.
Rips apart. It's like, it's
I'm gonna go
Gary.
classic Bicycle Girl.
Bicycle Girl was
She
amazing.
was
Classic.
beautiful.
I
I
really
like-
need to go back and watch this series.
You do.
Yeah,
You
so
really
much
do.
beautiful. I mean, I like doing special effects makeup, so like I'm just in awe every time I watch it, and I feel like, especially with Bicycle Girl, like I think it's a subtle art to making a zombie not just believable, but not too much. Like it's so easy to just make a zombie with like lots of blood and gore and yada yada, and it's a bit too much. But like with Bicycle Girl, there wasn't really a lot of gory happening. It was just a dead body, and I think they pulled it off so well. So it's not just like, like old school scary zombie with blood coming out of their mouth and like 28 days later with the red eyes. It's just so simple, and I think those simple zombies are the best ones. But
Yeah.
it's all good.
I mean, they're at a timeline in the show now where the time for simple zombies have. They still can have the odd one or two, but like the decay really has set in at this point in the show.
Yeah.
Which is why things just fall apart and things just rip off. I mean, I think was it Sasha where she's trying to stab a zombie and then all the skin gets ripped off.
Yeah,
remember
I
when that
think,
was.
I think so.
That
yeah.
was so cool.
It was really rad.
Ah, I love that stuff.
We're finally
I love
at the point that I've read up to in the comics now as well. So as of now, we're in sort of uncharted territory for me.
Oh, that's exciting then.
Yeah.
That must be really exciting.
And I've always meant to go back and carry on reading them. I've got issues
Done.
further ahead from where I am.
Done.
But now I'm
Done.
going to do it the other way. I'm going to watch the TV series first and then read.
Because if
That's
I'm
what I'm
right
doing.
about what's going to happen at the end of this season, I want to see your reaction as opposed to my reaction, and that'll be really interesting.
I know.
I've not read the
I've had
comics.
parts of the comic ruined. That's why I stopped.
Well, are we talking issue 100 ruined here?
Yeah, we're talking issue 100 ruined.
All right. Okay,
Don't ruin
so
it for
it'll
me.
still be interesting.
No,
We're not
we
going to
won't.
ruin it. It will be interesting.
I'm
to
still
see
looking
what
forward to
happens.
seeing it. I hope it still plays out the same. Even though I know what happens, I want to see that on screen as well. So
Well, we'll talk about that when it
Yes,
comes to time.
definitely.
And just
Yeah.
to sum up my thoughts on the episode, 10 out of 10, like Sophia says. It's my second favourite episode of The Walking Dead overall. My first favourite being
Too
Too
Far
Far
Gone?
Gone. Yeah, Too Far Gone with the governor. And you can't beat that. You can't. I'm sorry, like, the governor's still my favourite villain in The Walking Dead, although Negan's
Yeah.
very close.
Pardon?
Negan, he's
Oh.
not in the show yet. Why did you...
Seriously, when
No.
I heard them say Negan as well, I winced. I was like, what did you say? Oh, Negan.
I know, it's like,
Oh.
Ooh, Negan, yeah.
I've got a question about zombies actually.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
you know they waste
Sidetrack
away.
from the point.
If their
Uh-huh.
muscles waste away, does that mean they can't move anymore because they've got?
That's the
Depends
thing.
on what fiction you're talking about.
Yeah, there are
Because you
different
know
types
zombies
of zombies.
aren't real.
Yeah,
There's-
I'm talking about Walking Dead laws of physics or biology.
Well, in The
we're what?
Walking Dead, you have the virus already. So when you die, you don't really die. So I
Oh,
think
yeah,
in that
I
sense,
forgot about that.
it's, yeah, you don't really die. So I think in that sense, it's like you're. That's why they can sort of explain why you reanimate and why they are a bit more fast paced than say Dawn, like old school zombies. But
But the question, like, are they decaying? I don't think, because it's been I don't know what the in time is. It's got to have been at least a year, probably two.
A really good YouTuber called Trez Chan 2 for The Walking Dead. He did a timeline thing. I think
Because
it was
you can
2
judge it by
years
the
in.
baby, can't you? Because she was pregnant from
Oh,
the
Judith,
beginning,
yeah, Judith.
and then we've now got a baby that looks about 9 months old. I would say.
I don't want to dwell on The Walking Dead too much, but can we talk about how far this season actually has come? Like, it had no right to be as good as it was, and then, like,
And
the
it's
amount
bad.
of showrunner, yeah, true, there has been some very bad points, but like the amount of showrunner changes, and the fact that in season 6, we're still getting these moments where we're all just like, this is just phenomenal that we're getting this. Like, it baffles me that this can still happen, and like, that's like when The Walking Dead is good, The Walking Dead is really good.
Agreed.
But this, the first part of this season was just not good. I'm sorry, like
It was shit.
I like it. Yeah,
I'd say-
I don't want to be too
again,
harsh on
I
it.
quite enjoyed it. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's just because I give Walking Dead a free pass regardless.
See, that's what I did in the beginning. I was just like, because zombies are cool, and I would just sit there and be like, well, the makeup is awesome. I'm learning stuff. But then I realized, you know what? It's not really cool. It's kind of a waste of time. And, you know, you sit there and you're like, it's okay. I don't like... We have too many good TV series right now that we should settle for. It's okay.
First world problems.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, The Walking Dead's back on my watch every week list now. It was off it for a while. But it's back on there. And let's hope to keep this pace going until the end of the season, when I really... Because we know Negan's been cast, so they're going to put him in this season, and if it's in the last episode, I'm going to just fanboy out, and it might even be my favourite episode of all time.
I have not read who is playing Negan, so don't say anything.
I will not spoil it.
Because I've
But
heard
it-
that's pretty cool.
Christopher Walken.
No, it's not. It's not.
Hey,
To be honest, I
Walking-
thought it was the guy on the
walking
bus.
No, I'm going to kill you.
no, kill
Up
you.
until the bit where he, well, let's just say he's definitely can't be Negan. I thought it was a bloke leading the pack of bikers.
Oh, yeah, you've got so much more to go.
So I was like, oh, okay.
Can we just... That scene was so fucking ridiculous,
No.
but it was
Yeah.
bollockful as well.
It was great,
It was great.
but we can't talk
was
about it. Let's
dumb.
move on.
No, let's move on. So let's go to the favourite feature, the download.
Download.
So, dominating the news this week has been the R-rated release of superhero movie Deadpool. It has exceeded all expectations over the weekend, bringing in a massive $132.7 million, which is breaking records for films. Is it all breaking records of R-rated films? I think,
And it's for the opening weekend of February, I think.
which is a shit
And-
time to release a
and
film.
It's done. It's done more than any of the Fox openings. Like, so even the X-Men films, like, it's done a better opening than them.
Wait a minute.
Which is
Even better than the original Fantastic Four movies?
yeah.
How can that
Wow.
be? They were so good.
Get out.
It's it's almost past the Fantastic Four reboots worldwide box office. Like,
ridiculous.
by the end of this week, it probably will have passed it, which is
I'm not surprised.
Hang on a minute, you mean it
insane.
made over $100 million worldwide?
yeah,
Jesus, I didn't think it made that much.
on a $55 million budget. To be fair,
That
Like,
should, that
that's-
should
I
have
didn't
made
even
like 10
see
up.
it.
yeah, right, Sophie, you're gonna go and see it. Yeah, you are.
No,
I should.
She's not seen Fantastic Four.
Oh,
No.
right. Oh, no. No, you don't have to worry about that. That was terrible.
I've
Yeah, I'm
seen
not
half
gonna
of
go.
it.
I'm
I
gonna
gave
go
up.
see Deadpool, obviously, but I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go
good.
see. Yeah,
I thought he was going to
Okay.
be your Valentine's Day.
he was, but then I was lazy, so I stayed at home. So I had
Sounds like
chocolate
me.
and candy and How to Get Away with Murder, which is also really
Oh,
great.
God damn.
So
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
UK, the film, which releases a 15, earned 13.7 million, I think,
That's pretty damn good. for
which
the
is one of
UK.
the highest debuting super movies, apparently, superhero movies. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
going
think
by Kevin's amazingly written news
Yep.
stories, who put breaking numbers of records, but didn't put what records they were.
Yeah, because I couldn't be bothered to search for them. I
No,
just
that's
read the
fine.
headline. It's-
Just records. If you
I'm
want to
sure if you're
know,
listening to this podcast, you've heard what the records are. Let's be
Well,
honest.
I know for one, it was last year was 50 Shades of Grey broke that record, and then Deadpool's broken. 50
Yeah, I
Shades
think it's a
record.
debut movie in February, and it's also, I don't know, something about superhero movies grossing higher than, I don't know.
Like, not overall gross, we're talking about, like, opening weekend
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
Because, obviously, you've got Avengers and stuff that have broke billions and
No.
stuff. But, no, we're talking about how they opened. Which is, it's good news. It's really good news for Deadpool. It's really good news for Fox. And I think it leads us on to a topic about, should we get more R-rated comic book movies.
Or
More R-rated everything.
Yeah, because we don't get that many, really.
Well, mid-budget R-rated movies, because, come on. Like, maybe this will greenlight the Dredd sequel that we all want with
Nah,
Carl Urban.
Not happening.
No.
I know it's not.
Nah.
People need to stop tooting that horn. I want a Dredd sequel as much as everyone else, but I'm sick of seeing it on Facebook. You're lying to yourselves, people. Dredd is dead.
It's like that Pacific
Get over
Rim
it.
crowd.
I just feel like I feel like the people who own movie companies, where I understand that, making superhero movies, you want to sell it. You want to sell it to kids and adults. That's why you put on, lower age limit, right? You make it suitable for everybody. But I don't think, the men in suits in the freaking, movie companies, whatever, I don't think they realize that most comics and games and whatever, it's made for adults. So,
well, if they don't realise now, they never will.
No.
Well, I think the message is loud and clear, and we're seeing that echoed through. James Gunn was talking about it. I think it's Variety, someone like they picked up a interview with him or something. And we're also seeing rumours of an R-rated Wolverine movie now, which a lot of people have wanted for a long time.
I think it's the only thing they can do now to sort of save the Wolverine franchise. I mean, I know the new X-Men films I quite enjoy, but the Wolverine standalone films have been naff. I mean, we won't even talk about X-Men Origins because...
there were redeeming features, I think, in that movie. I really liked the guy who played Gambit. I thought he did a good job.
I'm with Kev on this. I love, the thing is...
Also, Deadpool was good up to a point.
The thing is, if it weren't for X-Men Origins Wolverine, we wouldn't have Deadpool today.
I understand that.
That is a true fact. And also the opening montage...
I was going to say, the opening montage set me up for a film that I was going to enjoy. And then it kicked me in the
just goes down the floor. And you know
that
what?
bit when they're fighting all the wars, and it was great.
Will.i.am was pretty good in that movie too.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the movie, he was good.
Yeah, but, fucking the Wolverine film I can make in my bathroom right now would be better than that piece of shit.
CGI
make
claws.
it. Go for it.
CGI claws. Who thought that was a good idea?
It's sewing up Deadpool's mouth. The Merc with a mouth. I mean...
And Baraka... I call him Barakapool. Someone said it, and then I can't stop saying it. It's just the best way to describe it. Barakapool.
Anyway.
Silly.
Yeah.
I still haven't got a segue.
So Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Old Man Logan for a second. It's the one comic book story that I think Hugh Jackman, the fans, everyone wants to see. And if you've read Old Man Logan, you know it gets a bit bloody.
And very good.
It's a brilliant comic. You should read it, and then you should also read the Secret Wars version, which was also really, really good.
I haven't read that.
You should. Obviously, they're not going to get the Hulk for it, and if they do get the Hulk for it, that'd be awesome, because that means Hugh Jackman might appear in Avengers Infinity War. But that's
not going to happen either.
Nah,
Look,
I don't think so either.
A fan can dream, Kev.
No, they cannot.
Yeah,
Get a grip of yourself.
These studios are predators. They just go for the money. So, whatever makes the money, they'll go for it.
Speaking of predators, that isn't Ross Miller.
The most badass character to ever be created is making a return to the big screen. Shane Black will be directing the movie.
I thought you were going to say Shane Black's the most badass.
I agree that Shane Black was the most badass character in this.
Well, he was in Predator, wasn't he? Shane Black was...
Yeah, he was.
He was the Predator, wasn't he?
No.
Oh, I'm joking.
No.
So, he's making a new Predator movie simply titled The Predator, which is just such an original name.
It's brilliant. I want to see the Alien after this.
Yeah. Those who are unaware of Shane Black's previous work might recognise his films such as Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer, which I really enjoyed, probably more than I should have done.
So good.
Iron Man 3, which I didn't enjoy probably as much as I should have done. And the upcoming movie, The Nice Guys, which I haven't seen because it's not out yet.
But it looks great.
It looks good. There's a toilet and a gun, I don't know.
No. Ryan Gosling's on the toilet with a gun and the door. It's a gag. Go and watch the trailer. You'll understand.
I think it's at the same sort of pace and humour that Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was. So if you enjoyed that, Dave, I think you're going to like this.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out after we finish the pod. So this movie was announced via social media with the release of a poster. It features an image of the Predator with the words, "You will never see him coming." Oh my god.
That's what she said.
You'll never see him coming, overlaid. These words were also spoken by the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. So it's a bit of a callback to his previous work.
You'll never see me coming.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh my god.
So are we?
Look.
Is anyone even like remotely hyped for a new Predator film? I
Oh,
mean, I haven't
damn
even
right.
seen
Look.
Predators. Oh no, I have. I just
I'm
forgot.
not hyped.
Jason Brody.
I'm not hyped, but I will definitely go and see it. I mean, it has to be R-rated, right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Or actually, to
Yeah,
be fair,
no.
it should be NC-17 in America, and it should be 18 for us. But that's probably not going to happen.
No.
I don't know. I just want to see a really gory Predator movie with one Predator destroying humans and being a badass.
I still remember that moment in like Predator 1 where he takes off his mask. That as a kid, that like traumatized me.
This is it. There is
Well, I
literally
mean, a
only-
Predator taking off his mask and exposing himself would traumatize you as a kid, Kev.
There is literally only one good Predator film, though. That's the problem. That's the problem I
Yeah,
have with the
I
Predator
agree.
series.
Predators, right?
Predators is okay.
It's
Do you know
not.
what? That still like resonates with me because there's that scene in the trailer, isn't there, where you see all those lasers on him,
Yeah,
and then that never
doesn't
happens in the film. Like, I want to know what happened in the edit suite. That'd be such an interesting thing.
But it was a cool scene for the trailer, so I can understand
Oh yeah, it
why
was
they've done it.
that's what got me in the bloody theatre to watch it.
Wait,
Wait,
you
did I
went to
go
the
see it
cinema for that? I saw it on Film 4, and I literally, until we started talking about it, was convinced I hadn't seen it. But now I remember Adrian Brody was in it.
And he's no Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think it's all down to who they cast
Was
as the
Lawrence
main
Fishburne
protagonist.
in it?
Yeah, I think he was. Wasn't he like
Yeah.
a old survivor that had been there for ages
Yeah.
or something, wearing Predator armor?
Morpheus?
Yeah,
Am I
I
making
think
this up?
so. No, that sounds about right. I don't know. We should have an Out of Lives Predator marathon.
No,
They should,
I've
that
got much
just sound-
better things to do with my time than a Predator
Like-
marathon.
Like what?
Like watching the first film and then getting on with my life.
I know they should cast as the main leads in this new film. They should get Jason Statham. It's like an SAS officer going
No.
against him.
You
no.
have a weird man crush on Jason
I
Statham.
know. It's
No,
great.
they should get Ryan Gosling.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
As
god,
the
that'd be
Predator.
best.
He's in a toilet with his little tri-laser beam thing. Anyway, never mind. I'll leave this toilet thing alone.
It would be a very daring move to have Ryan Gosling.
He's trying to eat cereal.
Speaking of daring people, Daredevil Season 2 trailer has officially dropped this week, and it has got people buzzing. The trailer heavily featured the Punisher and seems to show him going head-to-head with Daredevil himself. I know you haven't seen it, Ross. Scott? Is that right?
Ross is here?
he
No,
was.
I haven't seen it. And I'm
Okay,
not
close
going
your
to
ears for the
watch
next
it.
bit.
Okay.
Same. I haven't seen anything.
The trailer also gave us a glimpse of Elektra, although no context is really given for her part in the upcoming season. Another highly anticipated show that also dropped was a film, something we'll talk about in a minute. You can open your ears. I didn't realise where that was going.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, you've seen the trailer, yes, Kev?
Yep.
And what did you think?
I liked it. I think it got a lot more hype than it should have. I thought it was a bit slow. The way it picked up towards the end, and I like the. I don't know if it's going to be a spoiler for Scott, but I like the dialogue between the Punisher and Daredevil towards the end part.
That's going to be a spoiler, so
not
we'll
a
stop
spoiler.
there.
It's not a spoiler.
It's
No,
not-
I want to go in fresh to this thing, guys.
Yeah, I understand that, but we're also doing a podcast about Daredevil.
Okay. just say it.
It's just the dialogue. I like the dialogue when he says, "You're a half measure. You're a coward." I thought that was really good. The way he's playing
Okay,
on the
that's
fact
not bad.
Daredevil is
Won't do what
he has a
will.
code. Yeah, exactly. And I like that final line where it's like, "You're one bad day away from being me."
That was awesome as well.
I think that's ripped from a comic. That,
Yeah,
isn't it? I'm pretty sure that is from a
a
comic.
tagline for something else that I've definitely seen. I'm sure. No, I agree. I don't know why, because I saw it late compared to everyone else. It was all over Facebook by the time I watched it, and everyone was talking about it being amazing, and like it was good. And I am hyped for the series, but I don't know what the fuss about the trailer was. It didn't show that much.
Yeah, I know.
It showed-
It just
there was a lot
yeah,
of dialogue between people that, out of context, didn't really make sense.
Yeah, exactly. The editing was really weird, wasn't it? It was like a bit choppy.
Yeah.
You say that, but after, like, because obviously I didn't watch the trailers for Jessica Jones, and then going into watching that, and that was a great experience. But then afterwards, I watched the trailers for it, and the trailers didn't sell Jessica Jones that way. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
the trailers for Netflix shows are really weird.
I mean, no doubt that this is going to be great. Like the first
Oh, yeah, it's
series of
good.
Daredevil was some of the best TV I've ever seen on TV. Like last year,
I mean-
it's up there with the best shows that were out last year,
Oh, I agree.
which surprised like me because Daredevil was a character wouldn't think anyone would ever touch again after the lovely Ben Affleck movie.
I don't think it's that bad. I'm sorry. It's enjoyable.
Admittedly, if you watch the director's cut of that film, it is a little bit better.
I enjoy Colin Farrell as Bullseye. It's campy. It's weird. But it's great. It's great.
And also, fight with Elektra in the park was fucking awful.
Oh wait, I forgot about. See, I have selective memory with that movie. I choose to forget that part.
Back on this trailer though, you might want to cover your ears for this bit, Scott. But there was no. Well, we didn't see any of Kingpin. I'm just wondering if you reckon he'll be in this season.
I think it will be. There'll be. I think there'll be lines about him. I don't know if we'll see much of him, to be honest. I think they'll save him. You know, I think they'll. I don't think they'll put Kingpin back in so soon.
Yeah, they might not have scenes live in the jail, and maybe he's controlling things from inside there.
Yeah. Or he breaks out halfway through, but you don't really see it. You just hear about it, and it sets up the third series. I really hope we don't see him either. As much as I love the Kingpin's character, I just think that let's have this war with Punisher or whatever's going to happen.
Yeah, I think this is really cool what they're doing, like the angle they're taking, where they're taking a hero and what is essentially an anti-hero, and then making them clash rather than there being just one main villain. I think that's going to be really
cool. They're so going to join up at some point. It's
it's obvious. But...
And then both get on a machine gun, and
It's like the whole Batman v Superman thing, isn't it? It's the same sort of thing where we just want to see two good guys fighting each other.
No, Kev.
Punisher's not a good guy.
This has been thought out.
Well, he does good things, but he does it in a way.
Goes about it the wrong way.
Yeah.
This has actually got time and build up into it, unlike Batman vs Superman.
You're just a DC hater, Scott.
Look, I don't hate DC.
Yes, you do.
I'm excited for Suicide Squad.
How dare you?
I'm just very skeptical. The one part of that new trailer for Batman vs Superman I did love was Wonder Woman, and that's a good thing.
See, I love that
Have you seen the
trailer.
newest trailer?
I loved the Batman trailer, but I hated the Suicide Squad trailer.
Yeah, well,
interesting.
I'm quite surprised because I liked the Suicide Squad, the second trailer, and then I've been very meh. There's been a couple of bits in the trailers, but I think I've seen too much about Batman vs Superman.
There's been discussion about Suicide Squad. Like, are people just liking it because of the way it's edited, or are they actually liking the trailer?
No, it's the way it was edited.
It is, isn't
Completely.
it? Like, because I watched it with my mum. I was like, Mum, because my mum likes the superhero movies, and I showed her it, and she just didn't care.
Yeah, I feel like they are some of the best villains in the DC universe, and they're turning them into like some Guardians of the Galaxy fun squad. You know what I mean? I kind of hoped that it would be serious for some reason.
Are they some kind of suicide?
I know.
They can't. DC
So
can't
dumb.
win. People say they're too dark. Then if they do a bit light-hearted, people say they're too light-hearted. It's like they're between.
Yeah,
a rock and a
but
hard
at
place.
the same time, this isn't the Batman universe. The Batman universe, I feel like it's allowed to be dark. You know what I mean?
No, I don't want to sound like I'm hating on this. I'm actually looking forward to Suicide Squad more than I am the Batman vs Superman film. But
Same here, Dave.
I don't like Will Smith. I do like Will Smith. I don't like Will Smith in this film, and I didn't like
He's too Will Smithy.
Let's go
He's
save
too
the
high
world
profile
or
for
whatever.
Deadshot.
It's just put
Yeah.
a mask
He's too
on
high
him.
profile
I don't
for
want to see his
Deadshot.
face because all I see
Well, he does have a mask.
is French. Yeah, but in this trailer he doesn't have it on much, does he?
No.
Every time I see that beautiful face of his with his big ears, I think Fresh Prince.
He is gorgeous. He's a gorgeous
Now
man.
here's a story about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
I just felt like he looked like he did in I Am Legend. So I was like,
Yeah.
where's
Well,
dog
that is
meat?
his face.
Oh God, why would you bring up the dog from I Am Legend? That still makes me upset.
That's the worst scene in movie history.
That was horrible. I started crying.
It's so emotional.
He should have won an Oscar for that, for just reacting to that the way he did.
Yeah.
It kills you.
Fuck Leo, let's
Wasn't
give him a late
great
Oscar.
film.
Yeah.
This year, and the
Will
Oscar
Smith
goes
wins
to
for I Am Legend.
Will Smith for I Am Legend. Oh, sorry, I read the card wrong. That was so
Topical.
great. Classic.
So what else has released this week?
Another great teaser trailer was the Game of Thrones season 6 one.
Which I think you both lost your collective shit, is that right?
It
I
was a
have
bit.
it
Do you
on
not
my
enjoy it?
to watch list on YouTube and realise I haven't
Oh,
seen it
you've
until
not
right
seen it.
now.
It's very cryptic. You don't really give away much. There's just like, do you want me to tell you what's in it?
It's the one
Yeah,
with
no,
the faces
it's
in
fine.
it. Like where the faces are.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the hall where Arya is, where the faceless man is, where they have those columns with all the faces on.
Yeah,
It's
sure,
basically in there, and it's just a sweeping shot of him there. And you see the faces of Ned Stark, Robb Stark, Lady Stark, just all the people that have died. And then it pans across, and there's all this dialogue going on at the same time. And there's the faces of characters that are still alive, but their faces are mounted on the wall as well, like Tyrion and Daenerys and stuff like that. So
cool.
it's very much a tease, and it's just like cut lines.
So there's
from...
no footage or anything. From...
No footage whatsoever. There is a trailer coming, like a proper trailer coming out soon, but
So this is
The
probably
thing
why I
is,
didn't.
do you
bother.
need to watch that trailer though? Because we're close enough to when it starts now. Anyway, like I'd much. This is my thing. Like, I know I'm gonna watch something. I don't really want to be ruined for it.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
we like
you're
to
not
report
everyone.
the news on the
that's very true. That's very true. Okay. What else was there? I want to sing about something. Oh, that was terrible.
No, I know what he
Sing.
was doing. I was just going to see if you was going to just carry on from there. You know, so other trailers that have dropped this week. There's been quite a few. An animated film called Sing came out, which I had every intention of not laughing at, and then laughed. Like,
the bit that got
really
me
funny.
was the snail on the microphone. I don't know why.
So this
that
just
got
looks
me.
like Animal Farm's Got Talent.
Oh
It is
God,
basically
I'm
that.
glad I didn't watch the teaser.
So
Jeez.
judging from the trailer, so, you know, I mean, is he a koala? I've only watched the trailer once. I want to say a
I've
koala.
only watched it once, and it was yesterday.
Some animal, quite cute, in a
Some
suit,
animal.
has decided that he's going to, you know, do a sort of X Factor style show, and you've got pigs singing and doing dances, and for a grown man, I shouldn't have liked it, but it made me crack up a few times. So definitely check that trailer out. Did anyone else watch it, or was it just me?
I think, well, Kev's watched it, and do you know, it was enjoyable, the trailer. Whether I'm going to see the movie in cinema or not, that's to be decided. But it
it's
looked like fun.
For me, I'm going to take my niece to see it. I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
Oh,
one of
I'm
those
probably
things-
not. I might watch it
No.
on an airplane.
Well, there you go. Watch it on an airplane. Sophia rating.
Another trailer that dropped was Bastille Day featuring Idris Elba.
Or
Anyone
just
check that one out?
every other action movie ever.
Yeah.
Was that just
it
me?
was-
It seemed it was so
no.
cliche.
You know what that
I
is,
love,
though, don't you?
I love
It's-
that they used the song from the Battlefield Hardline trailer. The
Jungle Ex Ambassador.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
great
very
song.
good.
I've listened to
It's
it
a
all
great
day.
song.
So that was my highlight.
Gets
I
you
was like,
pumped.
oh, I've listened to this song like 5 times today already, but okay. But then I saw the trailer and I was like, I love Idris Elba, but ugh, it looks boring. Meh.
It could just be a bad trailer. It could just be a bad trailer. The film might actually
But
be good.
it did
Who
say a
knows?
lot about the story, though.
Oh, yeah.
I pretty
You
much
know what
saw the
this is,
entire
though?
movie. What?
This is like his audition tape for James Bond, because there's been loads of hype about him being the next Bond. And I think, to him, this could be
Yeah.
a stepping stone into people seeing him in that action role.
See,
And,
I'd
uh,
I
love,
already see
I'd
him in
love,
the action role.
I'd love to have him as a James Bond, but I think like this movie just seems really boring. You know what I mean? I think he would be a great Bond. I'm all
It
about
would
that.
be brilliant. Yeah.
Awesome. Just he's the perfect Bond. He's tall, dark, and handsome. You don't need anything else. But like, because it's James Bond, it's shit. But no, I'm kidding. Don't kill me. But yeah, this film movie though, if this is his like audition tape, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm not gonna run to the cinema to see it. You know what I mean?
I don't think.
I think this could be
anyone's
one that goes under the radar. I think this could be like a Taken or something, or a John Wick, where it
could be
gathers,
like a Kingsman.
momentum.
Oh.
It could just be a film that you'd watch on like a midnight special or something.
Oh. You clever girl.
Yeah. Midnight Special got another trailer. This is a film that I hadn't heard of until Scott shoved it in my face.
Yep.
Yeah,
Literally
it looks
did that.
good. It looks good.
Haven't
I'm on
watched this
board.
trailer because I'm already on board with it. But the first trailer was awesome, and it's got Adam Driver in it. So all you Star Wars Kylo fans can go and see this
He
movie.
is my boo. He's so handsome. I'm so
Alright, so
excited.
we
I'm
not
just going
Have
there.
10
to
minutes of her dribbling over Kylo Ren again.
Seriously,
It's the
that's the only
Sophia
reason.
Kylo corner.
I didn't even care about the trailer. I thought I was gonna turn it off, and then I saw his face, and I was like, so like,
When I saw her face.
yeah,
No,
I didn't really
believe
care
it.
about anything else. I didn't even pay attention. I'm just
The
gonna go
Divergent
and watch
series?
his face. What?
The Divergent series got another trailer. Has anyone actually seen any of it? I've seen the first one. It
No.
was shit.
I've-
I
I
can't
haven't
believe
seen
it.
it.
First one was good, second one was shit.
First
Was
one
it
was
good?
shit. Second one
Was
was
it?
better than shit.
I don't think
Okay,
it
so
was
nobody
good,
really
though.
cares.
First one was good. I enjoyed the first one.
No, the first one was shit. The second one was better.
What?
And lastly on my list of trailers, we have Cabin Fever, which is a horror remake of
For
the original
shame.
Cabin Fever, which
For
is
shame.
just loads of angry people in a cavern. Cabin.
Cavern fever.
I just don't get it. It's not that old, first of all. 2002. I mean, we don't have to remake stuff like that.
I
Even though,
don't-
yeah, in Norway it came in 2004, so it's even worse. And like Eli Roth, I think he did a great job. It was a sort of ish whatever horror movie that when people were teenagers they enjoyed it. But it's like it's aged all right, so I didn't see the point of making a new
The thing
one.
is, Eli Roth is the executive producer on this one as well, so he's involved with this one. So why is he like? Didn't he like his original one? He was like, "Oh, actually, I can make a better one." So he's just gone back and
Well,
did the
that's-
next
I
one.
No,
feel like
no,
they
no,
don't
that's-
have a choice when they're doing remakes. I feel like the original directors, they're like, oh, fuck it, I have to be. Yeah, sure, I'll be the executive, whatever.
He's executive producer. He's probably got nothing to do with that movie at all,
Yeah.
really.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's literally because he made the first one that is on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, although interestingly, I did watch that Poltergeist remake. Like we're talking about
my
remakes.
God.
Oh,
Awesome.
really? How was
Um,
it?
Oh god, it made me die inside. But in the credits, I noticed that Sam Raimi's name popped up, and I was like, "Oh, why? Why would you put your name associated with this?" Oh. I was so upset, especially considering the Evil Dead remake was so bloody good.
It was awesome.
That
was
surprised me. That did, because I really expected it to be wank.
Admit,
Yeah, I
right,
was so scared when I saw it in the cinema. I went in thinking, nah, it's just gonna be good times, and I was like, oh, I was just scarred for life. That was so
that one
good.
dude with glasses gets so fucked up. I felt
Oh my
so bad
God.
for him.
I
It's-
was so freaked out by him, and I did not expect that at all. So I was like, I remember.
I was so happy with that movie. I'm a
Same.
massive Evil Dead fan, but
And
getting
I
back
love.
on topic to
I just gotta
Poltergeist.
say,
No.
with Evil Dead, real quick. I love the fact that they gave the people a reason to be in the cabin, not just
Oh,
like
yeah.
in every other cabin where it's like people get sick and they're like, no, we're just gonna stay here, or one
No, it's
person's
like
gonna run
she's a
for
drug
help.
addict and yeah.
That's what's gonna happen in this Cabin Fever. They're gonna be like, oh, someone's sick, I'm gonna go for help, and then that person dies or whatever. And then like,
Well, hopefully
oh,
a tree won't
now we
rape
can't
them.
escape. And I'm like, you should have left like 2 days
Tree.
ago.
I was waiting. I was wondering how long it would take Scott to make a tree rape reference.
Look, it happens. We have to accept that happens
Yeah, that-
in the Evil Dead
Now we're on
movies.
like the 50th episode. That was actually one of my highlights, because I think you had a big discussion on tree raping back in like episode 8 or 9 or something. I was just a listener back then, and it really cracked me up.
Oh, that's when
look,
I did a live listening, wasn't it, to the trailer?
Yeah, and, yeah,
Oh, that was brilliant.
yeah. We should do more live listenings. That was quite funny.
But yeah, Poltergeist. There was some stuff in that movie that, you know what I mean. I was like, I can see why you remake. Like, you know what I mean. Like, at least you're trying. Like, the rest of the movie's garbage, so it doesn't really work. But there's some stuff I'm like, yeah, okay, I can see. Yeah, but you know what I mean. It was unnecessary, and it was just garbage in the end. And I feel so bad for Sam Rockwell, because he's one of my favourite actors. Moon is a
Yes.
phenomenal movie.
He's great
Like,
in Galaxy Quest as Guy. That's
Oh,
my
God,
favorite.
yes. I watched Galaxy Quest recently, actually.
So good.
it's-
I got a Galaxy Quest badge in my loot crate at Christmas.
Oh, I'm so
Like
jealous.
a little patch. It's not even a badge, it's like a patch. It's the badge they wear in the show. So it made-
That's awesome.
And then a couple of days later, it's on film 4. I was like, best. What a time
Goals.
to be alive.
Like the thing is with Sam Rockwell though, he does these really like weird choices of movies, and I think they're just so he gets paid. Like you go and look at like Seven Psychopaths, brilliant in that movie. Moon is brilliant in that. Galaxy Quest, awesome. And then he like, I'm in Iron Man and I'm in Poltergeist. It's like, what? This isn't you, man. This isn't you. I mean, to be fair, I did enjoy him in Iron Man 2 a lot, but that's besides the point.
I
Like,
really
that-
liked Moon because it had Kevin Spacey in a sort of evil robot type capacity, didn't it?
Yeah, done
Moon
right,
was so
obviously.
good. You're not Kevin Spacey, Kev.
According to David.
Speaking of evil robots, the first wave of DLC for Fallout 4 has been announced, the first one being Automaton, and apparently features evil robots that you must take down and harvest so you can build your own companion. I will point out, there is already evil robots in Fallout 4, so that's nothing new. But building your own companion sounds pretty
Hey,
interesting to me.
motherfucker. I don't even play the game.
Well,
I
you
did my
should.
best.
Same, I don't play.
I also don't play. But
Let me just all tell you why Fallout 4 is amazing.
No, it's not that I don't think it's amazing. It's just I really do not have time to play it.
Same.
Like,
I really wanted to play it. I was so stoked.
I could have a kid, and then I'd have time to play it, but that's not a viable excuse.
Yeah.
I have a kid, and I had time to play it, but I haven't had any time since. Like I think I've put about 100 hours in, which is not too shabby. So
Shit.
yeah. So it's said to feature hundreds of mods as well as allowing players to add customizable voices and paint jobs. It will also feature new weapons such as a lightning chain gun, and that's about it.
Awesome.
They also released details of future add-ons. One will be called the Wasteland Workshop, and that's set for April. This will allow players to build new traps to capture humans, raiders, and even the deadly death claws, which can then be tamed and used in battle. That actually sounds really interesting. I'm actually reading these for the first time, so that's got me quite excited.
Great.
That one's that one you just that's going to get released as well. Like they all have individual release prices, and I think that one's like £4, so I might get that.
Yeah,
as a thing because that does sound quite interesting.
Again,
I want to trap a raider.
Finally, in May we get the biggest add-on, and it will be Far Harbour. This will cost $24.99. So that'll probably be about £pounds in the UK. It will add an all-new area that is said to be the biggest landmass ever added in a Fallout DLC. The island will have deadlier creatures thanks to higher levels of radiation, and will also include new settlements, dungeons, factions, and story quests. Interestingly, they've also jacked up the price of the season pass.
As of March 1st, so you can still buy it for its original price right now.
Well, I bought it on release day because I'm that much of a Fallout fan, but
yeah, so if you want the season... I don't like... This is annoyingly shady. Like, if you're really interested in Fallout, get the season pass now because you're going to get butt-fucked by a tree.
The thing is, they'll get a pass, though, because... Bethesda will, because they're not Ubisoft. Where if it was Ubisoft or EA, everybody would be on their back calling them out, but I think nobody would do anything about it.
People need to call them out for this. It's not good. It's like, oh yeah, here's this. Oh wait, no, we're actually going to offer you more, so we're going to up the price. I mean, I get it. I get why they're doing it, but it's just like,
I disagree.
You've set a price. Don't hike it just because. There's don't
if
rub me the
games
right way.
come out and they're like, right, season pass $24.99, and then that's if you buy it on release, and then the actual season pass is going to be $35.99. But there's like a 3-month window you can buy it for the cheaper price, so you can commit earlier. It's like rewarding the people that committed earlier. You're looking at it too negative.
No, I like that idea if they say what the content you're going to get is up front, right? I didn't get a season pass because I didn't know what I was getting, and plus I didn't put enough time into Fallout to justify getting it. I'm all for buying a season pass if I know what I'm getting. Like Call of Duty got the season pass because I know I'm going to get Fall Zombies maps. That's all I wanted it for. I don't mind paying for that.
But if you got the DLC for cheaper in the beginning than what it would be now, so you're like, if you buy
what if it's like Shadow of Mordor where the DLC was terrible?
Yeah, I agree.
True.
I get that, but I mean, like that what you're going to get with Black Ops you're going to enjoy. I know that I'm going to enjoy Fallout's DLC because Bethesda makes good DLC.
We'll see then.
Horse armor.
Except for the horse armor.
Okay, no,
but
I'm totally...
You say horse armor. Horse armor was for Oblivion, and Oblivion has the best DLC of any game ever, so...
True. It's debatable, sorry. No, I do like this idea of maybe having a discounted season pass at launch, and then hiking it when you're getting ready to launch
but
the
they
thing.
should be more upfront about it.
Yeah, definitely. They should have said, okay, you're going to get it for £25, but when we're going to start launching content, it's going to go up. Which I don't have a problem with that if they said that from the start, but they didn't. They said, here's the season pass, we don't know how much content you get. Like, that's the thing, they were so ambiguous with the season pass. It's like, yeah, everything we're going to release is going to be free for you if you have the season pass, but we don't know what that is. And you know what I mean? If they don't know what it is, how do
it's
they...
just rewarding people for taking that risk, isn't it? You
But
didn't know
that's
what you
not
were
how
gonna get.
that
You're
should
going to get all
work.
this DLC. Everyone else who didn't believe in us has to pay more.
That's not a good... They could have just released one DLC and you would have been screwed.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, I've got to be honest, I'm not a fan of season passes anyway, and DLC, we're talking about...
You're pre-buying something that could be absolute wank.
Yeah, this
That's
is the
true.
only season pass I think I've ever bought on launch.
Like,
I'm
like,
not a fan of season passes because I know. I mean, I have Shadow of Mordor and the season pass only because the season pass was on sale when I bought Shadow of Mordor because it was stupidly cheap in one of those stupidly cheap sales. But I don't even know what part of that game was DLC.
I mean, you play as Cal Brimoire, and that was yeah.
I don't think I'll ever like do it right away. To be honest, like
I need to know what I'm buying. I need to know where my
exactly.
money's going.
That's my issue
Unless
too.
it's a game where I know it's map packs, like which then I'm like I know Treyarch's release schedule. Like I know Call it Activision how they do DLC. It's like it's a fairly safe bet
Yeah.
to know what I'm getting. Like it's just, like I mean I would have probably got the season pass for Halo 5, except they were like, oh, we're doing free DLC, which was awesome. Thank you Microsoft, keep doing that with Halo 6. Like there's some stuff where it's like it's like Dark Souls 3 season pass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy Dark Souls, but I'm not gonna buy a season pass for it when I don't know what I'm gonna get.
No.
Like, admittedly, a DLC for Dark Souls 2 is really cool, but you know what I mean. They didn't tell you what that was at launch, and if they had a season pass for it,
I agree with you there. I'm just
and that's the same with Fallout. The only reason, like Kev said, is you're giving this passes because it's Fallout.
Yeah.
Nah. It's because I have the hindsight now to look back and say, yeah, this DLC looks good.
Fallout hype.
Fuck you.
You hypers. My
No,
God.
I think
To be fair, I hyped Fallout 4 way too much.
yeah, we were both ridiculously excited.
Yeah.
I just think I don't like the practice of season passes most of the time anyway.
Same.
But I think this is getting a lot of hate without it
I-
meaning,
I just
needing
feel
to.
I feel like season passes don't make sense if gaming companies want new players. Because if I was not familiar at all with, say, the Fallout series, and I was going to start playing Fallout, then get the game and the season pass, that's a lot of money. So I would be like, ugh, I don't know, or just even go into gaming at all. I need to get a
And now it's even more money.
It's like
Well, as
say
a
if I
match
wanna start playing video games. Okay, I need to get a console, super expensive. Okay, I like Star Wars. I'm gonna buy the Star Wars game, super expensive. Oh, I need a season pass, even more expensive. I would be like, no, fuck it. I'm just gonna go and buy a Nintendo, whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But you can buy a console when it's released, and it's like £600, and you don't know what games you're going to get. It could be shit, but if you wait 2 years, you get it cheaper.
Yeah, but still,
And
it's still
then-
expensive for people who are not gamers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Those are the
who aren't
people
gamers
that-
will buy the cheap generation. Isn't it? Like you can pick up an Xbox for like 30 quid. If I'd never played a video game before, I'd be like, this
But
Xbox
then
in the window is only £70. I'll buy that one instead of the £300 over
Yeah,
there.
well, I guess you probably want to play with your friends though, and then you need the console that's current, probably.
I
'Cause you
only
can't-
have,
you can't-
like 2 friends, and they
I was
don't
going to say,
have
Dave
Xboxes.
doesn't have any friends. So how can he-
I'm
Oh,
your
that's
friend,
fine.
Dave.
You didn't get it.
If you end up picking up Rocket League, we'll play it together.
I am so picking up Rocket League, but I am moving this weekend, so I haven't.
Kev, are
picked
you
it up
playing Rocket League?
I guess I'll have to pick it up if you guys are.
Because then we can out of lives it and it'd be awesome. Like out of lives Let's Plays.
I've tried it once on PC and I was absolute shit. It's
Oh,
all
I'm
about
garbage
timing.
at it, but it's brilliantly fun.
Let's have a game this weekend. I'll see if I
Yeah.
can fit it in. Because I'm moving
I'll-
next week, so
I'll
my
actually
internet's
have
gonna
time.
be sucky. So after Monday, I'm probably got no chance.
I actually have time this weekend. It's going to be great.
I'm playing Left 4 Dead. If anybody wants to
Awesome.
play, that's my game.
I also might join you on that as well.
Yeah,
I'll do both.
I
I'll
played it
play Rocket
yesterday.
League with my feet and Left 4 Dead with my hands.
When
There you
it
go.
comes to backwards compat, I'll definitely be playing Left 4 Dead with everyone.
Oh God, why wasn't it backwards compat? Speaking of backwards compat, we all know about the Red Dead Redemption leak.
I'm
that
glad
was
you got that. I'm glad you got
taken
that. I'm happy about that.
But Dark Souls is coming to backwards compatibility for Xbox One.
Awesome.
Now I have this. I don't know why I have it, but I have
Because
got
it was
on the-
like £1.52 or
I
something
think that's
in a
what
sale.
it was on the Xbox 360. So I've never played Dark Souls.
Did you,
Well, it's a
did
good
you
time
see
as any to
the
play it.
Did you see the Twitch guy who?
Who got through without getting damage?
Yeah, no
Yeah, that was
damage.
awesome.
My goodness.
But as someone who's not played, I don't know. You know, I know that it's supposedly an incredibly hard game, but
I thought
it
that would
doesn't
be
mean much to
impossible.
me.
I thought it would be impossible to play through that game without any. I don't get it. I just Kudos.
No, I'm looking forward to trying it out. But if the game's hard for the sake of being hard, I will give
It's
up
not.
after 2 minutes.
Did you play Dragon's Dogma?
Yes, I love
like-
the shit out of it.
It's like a more skillful Dragon's Dogma. I think that's probably the best way of describing it to new people. Like, it's probably not the best way to
It's
describe
hard
it to new
to be hard. Let's be fair.
It's
I
not
think
unfairly hard, though. It's not unfairly hard, which is...
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. No,
Yes,
it's
it
not
is.
cheap. It's not cheap. You just need to get good, Sophia. You need to get good. I'm sorry.
I know, I'm shit at games. I love them, but I'm horrible at them. And I rage quit after like half a minute. So, yeah.
That's not how you play Dark Souls. You need patience with Dark Souls.
I don't have patience for that. I respect it.
Go
and
kill your zombies.
yeah, that's why I like Left 4 Dead, 'cause it's like you feel like you're good regardless, because you just take a machine gun, you're like, fuck everybody.
Until a hunter jumps on you, and then you're like,
Throw a pipe bomb, and I'm like, oh, look at that. Yeah.
All of the
I
gold.
killed 2 zombies with that.
Dave, is there any more news to talk about?
Very few, last few little bits.
Okay.
Quantum Break has been confirmed for PC.
Woo.
Awesome
If you
news.
pre-order it now, you get both. For
Even
50%
better
price.
news. And you get Alan Wake as well, I believe.
You do.
For Xbox One.
I did notice that this has pissed off a few people. I don't really know why.
I
People
don't
are
know.
dumb.
Because of exclusivity. That's why.
It's bollocks.
But who gives a F? It's on PC. It's not on PS4. You fanboys can stop.
I'm not even fussed about that.
It's not even PC. It's Windows 10.
Anyways.
Anyway, yeah. PlayStation VR is rumored to be released this fall, according to a GameStop CEO.
I won't
That's
believe it
awesome.
till I see it.
If only we had a place we could discuss VR.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well,
I guess it would be out of reality to
Yeah.
ask stuff like that.
right. Save your plugs till the end. God, people. The lead writer of Mass Effect Andromeda, Chris Schlarf, probably not how you pronounce his name, has left BioWare to join Bungie and Destiny.
God knows they need it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Destiny actually has a writer now, because there's been one missing
just-
for the past 2 years.
Yeah, I don't think they had one to begin with.
It explains Destiny's delay.
Expense Destiny.
Actually, no, to be fair, he's probably right in the expansion that they had to do because they delayed Destiny 2. I could talk about an hour for that, but we ain't got time to do that. Kev, what's your thoughts on this?
Destiny is awesome.
Alright,
Yeah.
Kev, that was a great answer.
Good times.
Anything else, Kev? Anything else, Dave?
Watch Dogs 2 is set for release before
Ugh.
April. Sophia, I know you're excited for that one.
Fuck no. Hate it already. 0 out of 10.
Damn it, Sophia. I don't need this negativity.
Sorry, it was just the worst of gaming experiences.
It really was. I
I
agree.
have
I
talked
still
about
haven't
this
played it.
before. That was
Last
the
week
time.
even.
Yeah, that's when I learned not to be hyped about anything in life. It ruined
But-
hype for me.
But
No.
hopefully the Ubisoft thing, like Assassin's Creed 1 was pretty meh. Assassin's Creed 2 was really good. That's where I'm going with this.
It's
And you know
doesn't
what?
help.
This year's Assassin's Creed, not coming.
It's not happening. Yeah, it's not happening.
Yes. Thank God.
Thank God they're taking time because they can't release another broken Assassin's Creed game. God help them. They would be lynched.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be set in Egypt because, you know, that thing that I shared just before, like 3 years ago, Ubisoft released a trailer called Osiris, or it may have got leaked, but then they released a behind the scenes thing, and they still haven't done anything with that, and I really want to know what it was because I got really excited for it being Prince of Persia, and it obviously wasn't because they would have announced it by now. Did you watch it?
Nah.
Damn it.
And the final piece of news, bringing us full circle, is Kojima has posted a photo of him and Norman Reedus on Twitter, leading to speculation of a continuation of their joint project related to PT. Kojima is also holding a talk with Del Toro this week, so who knows, maybe Silent Hills will be reborn as something else.
Well, that was what my thought was as soon as PlayStation were like, oh yeah, we're working on an exclusive with Kojima. I was like, well, they're basically going to do Silent Hills, but not call it Silent Hills.
I'm just
And this kind of confirms it.
excited and I hate it at the same time because
As long as Norman Reedus brings his rocket launcher.
and
Oh, yeah,
his
obviously.
face and body.
Yeah, I'm just as excited about that part as well.
Because then
Oh,
I'll
and
get
that wraps-
distracted by the fact that game PT ruined my. Literally, I played it January 1st, like last year, I guess, January 1st. So I woke up. My birthday's New Year's Eve, so I woke up and I was super hungover, and I was like, okay, what am I gonna start the year with? PT. Put on the controller, and literally 5 seconds in, because I didn't know somebody had already played parts of the game. that fucking woman comes up, and I'm just scared till the point where I almost threw up. That was how I
God.
started 2014. So I'm
What a
yeah.
year to be alive.
This one started better. I didn't play PT.
And that's when the Fire Nation attacked.
What?
It was an Avatar joke. But not the James Cameron one.
Oh,
Anyway, that's wrapped up our news for this week.
It was good. That was good. So just before we end, we've done this for 50 episodes now. And that's...
Technically more.
It's technically
Yeah.
more. It is. We're probably on about 54. But
Well, we did 4 or 5 mini ones for E3.
I was including the ones that we hadn't, like, like there's the Avengers special, and there's, like, back when it was the Mighty Duck podcast, there was 4 or 5 episodes that didn't ever get released.
And this is the second 50th episode we've recorded tonight.
True.
Yeah, So basically, what we're saying is, this is episode 100. Welcome to episode 100. No, but thank everybody. Thank you, everyone, who's supported, listened, tweeted, liked, anything to support this. It started from being a small little community thing, and it's expanded into a network where we've given people outlets to talk about wrestling, PlayStation VR, and there's so much more to come. And we're going to have a Game of Thrones podcast, and we're going to have Out of Heroes podcast at some point.
We've
And
just taken over Tanked Up. They've come under our wing.
Yeah, we we didn't take them over. There was some.
We have. They just don't know yet.
Yeah. Ross kind of. This is Ross being Predator mode. He just was like, "Hey kids, you want to buy some chocolate?" Oh God. Maybe not chocolate. I don't know. I don't know what Scottish people do. He probably just bought them a drink.
He just
Of
screams
Ironbury.
Braveheart and like throws a kilt at them.
Tonight we dine in hell.
No, he just screams
Wrong
Braveheart,
movie.
Just the word Braveheart. Braveheart! And then chucks the quilt.
But yeah, Kev, you've been pretty much around since the beginning. So I just one highlight of these 50 episodes that we've done, or it might just be editing anything over the past 50 years. 50 years? We're not Doctor Who.
Whoa!
I think for me personally, there's one part that sticks out to me most, and it's the most random thing. I don't even know if it made it into the edit or not, or if it went into an outtake. But we were talking once, I can't remember what the topic was, and then it went over to Ross, and then Ross just went on this weird little sentence that made no sense to anything we were talking about, and the sentence didn't even make sense. Do you remember
Like
that
what
part?
you said right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if we put that in the episode, but I remember what we were talking about. That was because we were just confused as fuck. Like, me and Kev,
It had nothing to
there was-
do with what we were talking about at all.
There was dead air for about 3-4 seconds afterwards because I just didn't know what to say to him talking. And Dave, what about you? Is it like it could be when you were listening, or
Well, I mentioned earlier about the tree raping part from when I was a listener, but the E3 shows that we done last year, was when I first came aboard. That was the first episode I done, was the Bethesda one, where we got incredibly hyped about Fallout.
Yeah.
But the second one I was on was the
I know what you're gonna
Ubisoft
say.
one. And I still sometimes give it a listen to this day because it cracks me up. We were talking about South Park, and we were trying to do a segue between South Park and Rainbow Six Siege, and I made a segue with something along the lines of forcibly entering somewhere.
possibly through the back door, wasn't it, or something?
Something like that. And then Ross is trying to keep it together whilst me and Kev just died, absolutely died. And then it all goes really quiet.
It's when
And my-
Ross gets serious. I can't help but lose my shit. When he gets all serious, I find it hilarious.
Classic.
And yeah, then all of a sudden my high pitched laughter comes in and we all just lose it. And we giggle uncontrollably for about 5 minutes.
That was like it was longer as well. Like I
was
swear,
cut from the episode.
it was so funny.
It was because it didn't help that it was, we'd all stayed up for E3. We'd done about.
I hadn't
you
slept
guys
at
had
that
done
point.
loads of podcasts.
Yeah, I don't think I had slept at that point,
No.
and I was just so funny.
It was about 3 o'clock in the morning or something that Ubisoft had finished, and we'd all sat down to talk about it. So we were, when you're just so tired, it wasn't even that funny. Like,
Yeah.
the line
It was.
itself isn't funny. It's
No,
laughing
I was-
that's funny.
I was losing it.
So that's
yeah.
probably my highlight.
And Sophia? Like, I know you're fairly new, but have
I
you
am.
got a highlight?
I don't know. This might sound kind of egocentric, but the episode where I did all the good Pokemon puns, I've never been
No,
as proud
that's
of
good.
myself before in my entire life. Well, I
You
have.
do bring a
but-
whole new level to the show. It's really nice to have you on.
Aw, thank you guys.
You
You
do
make us sound a
best.
bit more international.
Adorable.
Yeah, we're multi. I was going to say multiracial then.
Oh, yeah, I
multiracial.
guess.
I suppose. Norwegian's a different
Kev's-
race.
Kev's
Scottish.
from Peterborough and you're Amish, so...
I am bringing some culture
Oh, look,
to
right.
the podcast. some
I'm growing a
religion,
mustache now.
whatever.
It's the best thing in the world.
Oh, please,
Oh my
please
god, I want
don't.
to see it.
Oh,
I
my
want to see it.
It's blonde. You can't see
You
shit.
failed at growing a beard for 6 months, and now you feel, oh, I know what to compliment this.
He's going to have a little
really
Hitler
shit
cat stash.
mustache.
Yeah,
Well,
same.
I mean, it can't be as bad as the Hindenburg, which is, I think that's got to be one of my favourite highlights. Just it goes down like a lead balloon, like the Hindenburg, and
No, it was...
It's as
What did you-
boring as the Hindenburg.
It's as
It's
boring
awesome.
as the Hindenburg. That was only like a month.
yeah, it was recent. But like, I mean, other than that, I could just say just the first time when it was me, Kev, Corey, and Ross. Like, that's when I think it really clicked, and we saw it could be some better, like bigger. Not better, better's the wrong word. And it was just, it's so weird to have come from being a small little fan podcast to being what we are now. And it's awesome. And it isn't like the Hindenburg, which is a shock. Admittedly, though, and I said this on the podcast after, and it's kind of relevant to you, Sophia. Is like we made that Hindenburg joke, and then the episode of Mandatory Update that went out the week after had a Hindenburg in the opening titles, and I was like, they listened to us. They didn't. They didn't even know who we were. But
I don't know.
Yeah,
Ah,
Who
fun
knows?
times.
I know.
Yeah.
And I think that wraps us up for 50.
Yes.
What a great
So
time
join
to
us for another
live.
50 episodes.
Yeah, well, this is only the beginning, and we have a lot of stuff on. Dave teased it on the Facebooks the other day, and we can't really reveal everything right now. But you're going to enjoy it. We're going to have a lot of content coming this year.
Almost a podcast a day.
Almost. We're getting there. And we still haven't run out of ideas, right, Sophie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one I mentioned that was in limbo.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one I was trying to do.
No,
that was also
mine is in limbo,
There's
but
a
it's
lot of podcasts in
intentional.
limbo.
Ah.
It's intentional. It's all like a little play. I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm gonna
Awesome.
be the James Franco of the group.
You are the James Franco of the group.
Yeah, you never know.
Awesome. So, Kev, got anything to plug?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Don't Shoot Tiny, and I'll actually speak on there. I promise.
Awesome. Dave?
Please, if you haven't already, like or subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave us a review, preferably 5 stars. And also check out our Out of the Crossfire podcast, which is a PlayStation podcast, the Tanked Up podcast, which is a beer podcast, and that's it at the minute, isn't it?
No, Out of Nowhere.
Out of Nowhere. I
Nowhere's
always
pretty-
forget them. I am so
pretty-
sorry. I keep
They're
forgetting.
good. They're good.
I want to just do a quick shout out to Russ, who I never credit as being on that program, because whenever I type up about the Outer Light, because I don't like wrestling, I don't listen to their podcast. Sorry,
It's
guys,
great.
the truth.
Listen to the one with Simon Miller. It's awesome.
I think I will, but so I don't really know who's on it other than Chelsea. As I
Chelsea.
have communications with
Ollie,
her,
Russ,
so I'm just going to give you an apology now, Russ. The rest of
Mikey.
you can just
Can't
get
forget
over it.
Michael Allen, or else he might
Yeah.
lynch us.
See, this
There's
is
a
too
lot
many.
of
Make me a
lynching
list, and then I won't make that mistake again.
It's Russ, Ollie, Michael, and Chelsea.
Okay, just check out their podcast. It's probably
It's
better
great.
than ours.
No, it's not. Ours is the best, obviously. And I suppose we should probably mention Corey, MC Fixer. He's got My Xbox and Me. Ross is on there with him. And it's a good little
Don't let that
podcast.
put you off, though.
Yeah. Corey works hard, man. He works hard. And Sophia, what have you got to plug?
I'm on Twitter at It's Sophia H. If you want to talk, send me a message and I'll send you a virtual hug or whatever.
H
And
for Harris, not Harrison.
Yeah, Harris, not Harrison. Even though, same H, but whatever. And then SophiaHarris.com, HARIZ, or Z, or whatever. Yeah, that's where I pretend to be a journalist, so you can read stuff that I write there or whatever. So, yeah, that's all I have to plug. I'm on the first episode of the VR podcast, Out of Reality.
They have a podcast. I forgot about that
Out
one.
of Reality, go check it out.
shit
I
at
talk
this.
about porn a lot. So,
VR porn.
yeah, that's all I can
It's
think about.
actually a really good podcast as well. I was listening to it today at work.
Thank you.
No, I was working really hard, but I also listened to this podcast, and it was really good, really interesting.
Thank you.
And for myself, subscribe to me on YouTube, Scott Sedman. I am currently working on a short film, which may or may not be posted on there, but I will get it to somewhere. At Scott Sedman 94 on Twitter, I believe. It might just be Scott Sedman now, I'm not sure. But that's all cleaned up, and if you tweet at me, I'll tweet you back. We can do the thing. We can do the things, guys. And yeah, that's about it. Like Out of Lives on Facebook. Email us your feedback at podcast@outoflives.com.
Tell us your favourite moments from the podcast.
Yeah, we want to hear it. You've been listening, and we know we have regular listeners. So
Yeah,
come on,
there's
bring
like
it
4
on.
of you. There must be.
Come on,
Yeah, one
full
of them is my
memories.
mom as well. No, I'm just kidding. I don't
Are
know.
you?
My mum.
Are you kidding, Sophia?
I am kidding. She doesn't know how to use a computer.
Oh, that was another highlight I had from when we were. You remember the time when you made a joke about my girlfriend, and it happened to be the only episode she's ever listened to. You made a joke about having sex with pigs. And she's never listened to any episode other than that one. And yeah.
And on that note, we're out of lives. Thank you for listening, and to here's to the next 50. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You're in tune to Out of Lives. www.outoflives.net.
Hi all in Duck Hunt. When we are not playing awesome computer games, we are listening to the Mighty Duck podcast. Ross is my favorite. Remember to subscribe. And here is this week's episode.
Yeah.